Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric, and I'm here today to talk about working out after weight loss surgery. I've had a few people ask for me to talk a little bit more about my kind of working out since surgery, which was just about 2 years ago. So I figured, why not? I can do that. So I just came back from working out, hence the lovely attire and face situation, but I figured what better time to make a video about working out than after I have just worked out. So the first thing I do want to say is that to be successful with weight loss, and any weight loss, particularly after weight loss surgery, you do not have to work out. Working out is not required. Weight loss comes from the simple, equation of calories in is less than calories going out. The primary way to influence this is through nutrition. So you can absolutely lose weight without doing any form of exercise. I'm saying that because I know that some people do have restrictions that might prevent them from finding an exercise or really pursuing that. People who have mobility issues, people who have just lifestyle constraints that prevent them from perhaps working out as much as they might see other people on the internet doing, and that is okay. You do not need to spend several hours in the gym every day to be successful with this. So you can absolutely lose the weight without working out. That being said, there are so many benefits to working out beyond just weight loss, and it does help because by working out, you are going to increase your calorie expenditure. However, do keep in mind that you should never, in my opinion, rely on any kind of fitness tracker or estimates about how many calories you're burning. Those are notoriously overestimates, and so when I personally take into account, I don't ever take into account my exercise in terms of being able to eat more calories for the day. I just don't think that that is a good way to go about things because you will end up eating more calories than you burn. But there are a lot of benefits to working out, cardiovascular health. It can help with your physique, your shape. It just makes you feel good, releases endorphins. It's a great form of stress relief. So there are definitely a lot of benefits. I highly recommend working out. I'm just saying it's not required, but I do think that it is very important and something that I would strongly suggest people do. So for most VSG or most weight loss surgeries, you'll have a restriction of about 6 weeks before you are cleared to work out. You are, of course, supposed to be walking in that time, and I do recommend that you do that. That is just to prevent any complications. So moving as soon as you are cleared to do so, which is usually within hours of surgery, is definitely something you should be doing. But as far as actually working out, usually you're cleared about 6 weeks. I started working out at the gym at 8 weeks because it was just a nice 2 months. And I started doing 2 to 3 times a week at the gym, about 30 minutes and then about 15 to 30 minutes of a strength routine that I had seen a personal trainer for before surgery, and we'd kind of come up with a routine, so I just started doing that again. It was kind of a full body strength routine. So about 45 minutes to an hour, 3 times a week was my plan to start. And really the key here in any kind of working out is just to find something that you enjoy. So if you don't enjoy the exercise that you're doing, you are not going to do it. So that is really just the simple thing. You do not need to do what you're seeing everyone else do on the internet. So I know a lot of us, and me included, follow people on Instagram or YouTube for inspiration, but the flip side of that is that it can often be a sort of negative effect if you do not feel like you're living up or you're not doing what they're doing. You might feel like you're doing it wrong or something's wrong with you for not being able to find that motivation, but everybody's different, and the key is really just finding a workout or exercise routine that speaks to you. So one of the big things that I highly recommend and that I did was I tried a bunch of different kinds of forms of exercise. So I really wanted to become a runner, and so I tried the Couch to 5K, and I did run a 5K, and then realized through that process that I hate running. I also have a hip issue, a joint issue that makes running for longer distances, even like a 5K, a little bit uncomfortable. So running was just not my thing. Some people love running, and that's awesome. I really wanted to love running, but I didn't. And I knew that if I continued to push it, not only would that be physically uncomfortable, but I just would not do it. So I decided to not do running. The other thing I did was I tried a lot of classes. So group fitness classes, some people love them, some people hate them, some people like certain kinds. My gym has a bunch of different class offerings, and so I tried yoga, I tried Tabata, I tried body pump, step, bar, Zumba, an African dance class, cycling class. So I really recommend trying a bunch of different classes to see if any of them are your style. I also tried an Orange Theory class because I was curious about that. I did hiking. Earlier this year, got a few sessions with a personal trainer. So really just experimenting with fitness, with things that that move your body, and seeing if you enjoy any of them. So for example, in that, I learned that I really enjoy body pump classes. I actually really liked yoga. Cycling was okay, but it was a little bit uncomfortable on my butt. Zumba, any kind of dance classes, I hated. So I felt like I was too uncoordinated to get a good workout from them because I spent too much time figuring out what the hell was going on. So, it's just trial and error, just finding things that you enjoy doing. Another thing that I really recommend is if you're trying a lot of things, you're not finding things, walking is also a totally valid and great option. It is something that I currently utilize. So my current routine now, I found one that works pretty well for me, and it involves doing strength training 3 to 5 times a week. I follow a specific program that I did pay for. You can find your own routines online for free. You could see a personal trainer, but I just really enjoy strength training. I like how it makes me feel. I want to build more muscle, both because you get to eat a little bit more if you have more muscle because it burns through calories more, and also just because I think that the physical shape that I would like to have is a slightly more athletic one. So muscle building is key for that. I also do yoga at least once a week. I just really like it. I'm very inflexible. I have very tight hamstrings in particular, and so I like doing yoga just to kind of help a little bit with the stretching, and it just feels good to me. And then I try to get 10,000 steps every single day, and so that generally involves going on a walk 30 to 45 minutes outside every day, which I find is a really great thing for me, both physically and mentally. So I found that routine works well for me at this point in my life. It's something that I genuinely enjoy doing, that is easy for me to maintain, that fits well into my lifestyle, and that I don't dread doing. So that is really just the key. You want to find something that you enjoy doing, that makes you feel good, that's fun. And there are so many options, if you live somewhere that has a lot of outdoor things like kayaking, like I said, hiking, walking, canoeing, whatever you want to do. And then there are so many varieties of group fitness classes, so many different kinds of things you can do at the gym, that it really is, the world is your oyster. I will say that I do recommend getting started on working out as soon as you are cleared post-op. Get started on finding what you enjoy. If you already know what you enjoy, get started on that. But I do really think that a lot of people maybe want to focus more on just the nutrition part and not add working out until they've lost all the weight, and that is totally valid. In my opinion, I do not think that that is the smartest approach. I think that you will be much better off in the long run if you start incorporating exercise into your routine as soon as possible. I think that that is really why I've been so successful, not just with weight loss, but with being able to maintain the fitness part of my life. Even when I struggle with my nutrition, which does happen. I am almost 2 years out. My fitness is something that I've never faltered on. I started working out, like I said, 8 weeks after surgery, and I have worked out consistently ever since, which is the longest I've ever worked out in my life. And I do think that when you're fresh out of surgery, that is when your motivation and your drive and your desire to succeed is going to be at the all-time high. And so taking advantage of that and transitioning that not only to your nutrition, but also into your physical activity, I think will be the best way to ensure that you have long-term success with kind of incorporating fitness into your life going forward. I think those were kind of the big points I wanted to touch upon. Like I said, I do not think that you need to work out to be successful, but I do think that you should work out if you are physically able to. But how that working out, how that exercise looks is going to totally vary from person to person, and don't feel that you need to be doing a specific kind of thing to be successful. There is no should in this this little arena, and it's really about finding what you enjoy, because that is what you'll stick to. That is what's going to ultimately enrich your life, make you happy, and that is kind of what it's all about, in my opinion. Losing this weight is all about being able to, for me, enjoy my life to the fullest. And if I'm dreading this working out aspect, the exercise aspect, that really doesn't enhance my life. So I want to find something that not only do I enjoy, that I look forward to, that makes me feel good, that is helping me get to my ultimate goals. So yeah. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful or enjoyable. Let me know if there are any other kinds of videos you want me to talk about, if there's anything else you want to know. I'm not talking about my specific strength training breakdown because, like I said, I did buy this program. I've linked it below if you're curious. I am enjoying it so far, but of course, you know, it's proprietary information, so I'm not going to share the specifics of it. But I have tried that program that I've purchased has a 3-day full body strength training, a 4-day upper lower split, and a 5-day body part split. And I have tried the first two, and I'm about to transition into the third, the 5-day one. So I'm going to try all of them. I'm enjoying all of them for different things. I think ultimately for my lifestyle, I will be going for a 3-day full body strength training. But in my lead up to plastics, I am trying to just beef up the strength training a little bit, just to kind of get as much muscle as I can, as much strength as I can going into to that procedure. But I think that for me, it's probably not sustainable to be doing 5 days a week of strength training in addition to wanting to do yoga and trying to get 10,000 steps a day. I just know that that will probably not be sustainable long term, but it is something that I'm happy to make sacrifices with in the short term for a specific goal. Anyways, I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!